Hey guys, Adam here, and we're going to go over the Seattle versus Denver Showdown slate. Really interesting slate. It's the first slate I've actually won money in. I think I made like a 30-40% profit, which I'm pretty excited about. Basically because I think I mentioned in the last video, I was going to play a lot of Geno Smith. I thought about locking him and I didn't. I think I ended up playing like 60-70% of him, which is way over the field, and I'm still very happy. So let's take a look at the winning lineups here. So a pretty standard, a normal type game compared to the other two, at least in my opinion. Just nothing really wonky happened. It was a low-ish scoring game, but nothing really wonky happened. So first place in the Millie was only split four ways, so four dupes. And Judy at captain. Again, I'm going into the showdown analysis Excel that I'm doing here and kind of keeping tabs on things. Looking at the top three lineups here. So Jerry Judy was captain here, and the captain position was a wide receiver or tight end. The setup here was 1, 2, 3, 4 to 2, even though Denver lost. Quarterback usage, it had both quarterbacks. I almost just locked both quarterbacks because I just expected it. Geno Smith was so cheap as a quarterback. Uh, and I know no one wanted to play him, which is actually why I wanted to play him with all the recency bias that like the last two games you didn't really need quarterbacks except for Josh Allen. It was just, anyways, I'll get off on a tangent. Only two pass catchers. Will Disley, I call him a fringe. I know Fant was supposed to be the main tight end, so I'll call him a pass catcher here. There weren't that many. One kicker, it was McManus, and I'm gonna call Disley a fringe player. So that he definitely didn't feel like a fringe player, but he was in terms of projections from everything I saw. You can disagree with me if you want. That's fine. Second place. Again, remember, we're only talking about slim margins here. And this was a different captain, which is very interesting. Uh, shows how much like the captains maybe don't matter as much as I was expecting. I thought you had to get the captain right. Feels like that's not as much the case. Needed both quarterbacks again. It's a running back. Setup was 1, 2, 3, 4. Same kind of 4 to 2 if I capture this right. Both quarterbacks. Javonte was the only running back, two pass catchers, McManus and Disley. It's the exact same lineup. I think they just flopped or flipped Javonte and Judy here. That's very interesting. And this one had, it's interesting that just that swap to Judy being the captain, like had 40 or four dupes versus 51 dupes here. Very interesting. Remember, I'm trying to go for uniqueness in these tournaments. I want to have a lineup that's only duplicated with maybe at most 10 versus I don't want a chalk lineup that's going to have 150, 200 dupes. Like that doesn't help. I'm not going to win much when I win. So, okay, last lineup, Judy captain. Judy captain. And let's see, what was it? What was different about this one? Oh, it had Albert O instead of Javante. Wow, okay, cool. So Judy is captain, and but it had both quarterbacks. So that means we had two pass catchers, or it's still a. Let me sure I get this right. This was the 3-3, right? No, it's still 4-2. 4 to 2. Alberto is part of Denver. Sorry about that. And QB usage still use both quarterbacks. Needed both quarterbacks to do well or to win anything. Javante not present, so no running backs. And then pass catchers, there was three pass catchers. McManus and Disley was still there. Oh, no, it was McManus. Javante was still there. I'm such a fool. All right. Javante, no McManus. Albert O replaced McManus. There you go. Very cool. Like my analysis on this is fringe play, like a Disley fringe play is really important, especially in these early weeks where you don't know who's gonna like really stand out. I need to focus a little bit more on the fringe plays. I think that's a really important piece. I have not been really thinking about and making sure I include fringe players in my games. I've just been playing various combinations of more of the chalky-ish type plays and trying to get different elsewhere. I need to really focus on fringe plays, how much fringe plays, and which fringe plays I'm going to use. I think this is really a really key part. The other key part is I'm going to go back to the well on quarterbacks, especially in games where quarterbacks are cheap because they're not good. They almost always, at least what I've seen, they almost always end up winning because they're so cheap and they're guaranteed, not guaranteed, but if they score 15 to 20 points, which is low, it's still actually optimal. And so I think that's a really key takeaway. Anytime I see a low price quarterback, I'm just going to be playing him. I may not lock him, but I'm going to get close to it. I'm going to be playing 60 to 70%. That's at least my current strategy is what I've been doing and probably what I'll be doing going forward in showdowns. I'm curious about the Chiefs Chargers game. We'll see what happens. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.